Alright, alright. Okay. Yeah, let's start off something off the bat there, guys. Show you Gollum. From Lord of the Rings. Just something fun. Hey, so let's get on this AA with RON Air and Entertainment. Bring you. It's about the pop. Episode 20. It's about pop culture, video games, movies, TV shows, comic books, anything pop culture related. And on this episode, I have a lot of things to talk about because I didn't do one last week. So yeah, there's some important stuff here too. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about Army of the Dead trailer thoughts, Lucy Liu, casting for Indiana Jones, Falcon Winter Soldier 4 and 5, episode 4 and 5 review, the Flash teaser. Don't get so beat up about it. It means nothing right now. Mortal Kombat. They showed Mortal Kombat their first opening 7 minutes 2 days ago. Secret Invasion casting Emila Clarke and Olivia Colman. There's deal with Sony Disney. And I'll talk about the thoughts of the Mortal Kombat opening. And also there's some trailers that came out yesterday. MODOK and Disney Plus. The Conjuring. Hello. You know what? I'll make you a mod. Hello. So I didn't mention the rant. Yeah. So okay. You see my introduction to rant. The rant is important. I usually don't like talking about this stuff on my shows, but 2 days ago, a certain YouTuber, as you know, the George Floyd trial, we got the verdict, right, of the cop that murdered George Floyd a year ago. Justly so got sentence. He's gonna get sentenced, but Justly was found guilty. And then a lot of people are tweeting about it. You got sports teams tweeting about it. Warner Brothers, yeah. A lot of sports teams tweeting about it. A lot of companies tweeting about it. Restaurants, businesses, whatever. And Warner Brothers tweeted about it. And and I got Wade Fisher pissed, right? Because of what he experienced on the set with Josh Whedon and Jeff Johns, Walter Romano, all that stuff during 2017 reshoots, right? He got pissed because it referred to the hypocrisy of that statement that Warner Bros. Put out during the sentencing during the trial of George Floyd's murderer, the police. So I was on YouTube 2 days ago. Scrolling through my subscriptions, and I admit I'm subscribed to this guy. Subscribe to this guy. We all know he is a big shit disturber. Loves clout, loves attention. You know what I'm talking about, and why I'm just ignore. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna just call him Sandy Ignore. And usually I don't like talking about other YouTubers on this. Once in a while I'll say something, but I won't go into detail. I won't go into rant. But I saw the thumbnail and I saw the title. And I'm gonna paraphrase it here, but I'm sure some of you saw it. And I know Saggy Melons talked about it last night. She has a very good perspective because I'm a white person, right? I'm white. I mean, obviously you can see it. So yeah, Bundy Ignore. So if you saw the title of his video, okay, Bundy Ignore made accusations with accusing of Ray Fisher using the sentencing on Tuesday about himself. About himself. Ray Fisher's accusing. He's accusing Ray Fisher. Accusing Ray Fisher of using the George Floyd trial. Yes, I'm saying again, use the sentencing on Tuesday. Well, he hasn't been sentenced, but he's been found guilty. Sentences soon. That Ray Fisher's making it all about himself. When I read that, I got really angry. I'm like, I know Andy Signor. Okay, Andy Signor. I'm sorry, there you go. I'll call him Buddy Ignore. We all know he is like, but this is freaking really scummy thing to say. This is so scummy, and he does a lot of scummy. He's done a lot of scummy stuff in the past, and I believe him. He's proven evidence about his being innocent, where he was being accused of being cheated about having an affair. He's proven innocence on that. I think he proved that. Okay, but you know what? That doesn't give him the That doesn't give him the excuse of being a shitty person for, especially this. This is low, even for Andy. Low. This is almost something you cannot come back from. No. Ray Fisher was showing the hypocrisy of Warner Brothers. Was referring to he's pissed off at Warner Brothers. He was tweeting about the hypocrisy of Warner Brothers when Warner Brothers put out a statement after the trial when the cop, I'm not going to give the benefit of the name to the cop, he doesn't deserve it, was found guilty of murdering George Floyd. And Warner Brothers put out a statement, and from Ray Fisher's experience on Justice League, the issues he had with management, with Hamada, Redden, Emmerich, and Johns. That's why he's referring to the hypocrisy. He wasn't making it about himself. And this guy, Bundy Ignore, can't see it. You know why he can't see it? He can't see that? Because of his hatred for Ray Fisher. He has so much hate for this one guy who's just trying to show the world the mistreatment he and some of his cast members, and let's be honest, his cast members when he spoke on it and on his side, were treated on that set and by Warner Brothers. But this guy Bundy Ignore, him and his tag team partner, you know what I'm talking about, have so much hate for this guy that has blinded them to the truth, to the seeing what's out there. So they have that title. I didn't watch the video, but I didn't want to watch the video because I could tell from that title it's not going to be good. That's just proof his hatred for Ray Fisher. I'm sorry. This is not about Ray accused. This is just his hatred. Him and his partner. Hatred for Ray Fisher. And remember, it's like, where's the evidence? Remember all this months back? Where's the evidence, Ray? Where's the evidence, Ray? This guy has proven his evidence in his past about not cheating, about not having an affair, but he did cheat on his wife. He missed that, but he wasn't. He proves evidence. He should know how the system works. He should know how the system works. You don't have somebody just lay out evidence without his attorney's approval. The attorney can say, yeah, you could show this to the public, you can show this, or you could not show this. That's not how you do that. Or otherwise you jeopardize your case. This guy should know that. This is all this hatred from him. You know what? I don't think Ray's gonna do it. But Ray, Ray could sue Andy Signor for that. He could sue him. I think he could sue him. I'm no lawyer. Don't quote me on this or whatever. But I think he could sue him for that. And I watched Saggy Melon's YouTube video. I know she's very pissed off about it, rightfully so. I mean, when I saw that title 2 days ago, when I saw it right away, I DM Enosh from Point Access Islands and RJ posted a picture of it, and some people, Eddie saw it. I showed it to Matt Jarbo, Mad Max. I think Mad Max might have saw it. I posted it to some people I know that I listen to, because I felt it was important to get out there. And usually I don't like talking about drama. I don't mind listening to on these guys' channels because I mostly agree with them. But when I have to say something when I see or say something or hear something I don't like, that I think is very inappropriate, I have to bring it to people's attention. And that thing 2 days ago, that title of that video, I had to bring to people's attention that I know. My intention is not to create drama there. My intention is to alert people about this toxic. I'm sorry, you know what I mean. That these people are spreading out, and we know Bundy ignore. We know him. He does this, right? But I thought that was important. Yeah, Saggy made a video yesterday. I know Max didn't make a video, but he was in Saggy's video commenting. I know Firewater was talking about on Saggy's video. I know Enosh only listened to Enosh's video for an hour because it was late, because he goes on shows his shows are late, so it was late. So I listened for an hour, but I heard what he said. He didn't even mention his name. Buddy ignores name. And it takes a lot for me to get pissed off. Really, it does take a lot, and that title really pissed me off. I just had to alert people that I know and let them know about this, because that is not acceptable. That's not acceptable. Here's what I think. Here's what I think. No, Way wasn't using the trial for himself. No. Ignore. You're accusing Way. You're using the trial for your clout, for your viewers to get views. That's what you're doing. That's what you do. Way's not doing that. He's showing the hypocrisy of Warner Bros. For bringing out for tweeting that statement. You're doing it for clout, accusing Way, who you're accusing Way of using the trial for making it all about himself. No, you're accusing Way. I'm sorry. I know I don't sound coherent here, but if you know what I'm saying here, I'm saying is Ray is I'm saying Ignore is the one using the trial for clout, but he has to mask it by saying Ray is the one using the trial for clout, for making it all about himself. No, Ignore is the one. And you know what? I don't care if I got dislikes on that. And I'm sorry if I sound a little coherent, because really, when you really sound mad and stuff, sometimes you can't think straight, right? You can't think straight. You can't put up a coherent sentence at times, and I don't write scripts for my shows. But I'm gonna end there. I mean, 12 minutes on that. I mean, and you know what? I used to listen to this guy's YouTube channels, and I saw how more toxic it got, and his hatred for this one guy. I don't know what he's trying to get out of it. What's his end game here? I don't know what's his end game. What's his end game here with Ray Fisher? Ray Fisher doesn't care about you. He's not going to acknowledge you, man. Maybe, you know what? Ray Fisher has more important things to worry about than you. He's going after a company. I'm so sick of it, man. Sick of this stuff. I mean, God, I'm done with that stuff, man. I'm done with that for now on this show, man. Let's get to more upbeat topics, guys. So we're gonna do this into so there's Disney topics, right? Here. There's some HBO topics. Army of the Dead topics. So, and Warner Brothers topics. Okay. So let's even go here. Let's go with Disney. Let's start with Falcon Winter Soldier. As you know, the season finale. There is hints of possible season 2. Hints. So I won't call this a series finale. I'll call it a season finale. It's gonna appear tomorrow, right? But we know 4 and 5. If you've seen 4 and 5, this is a spoiler review. We know what's going. You know what happens to John Walker in 4. He loses his best friend in the fight. He kills that one guy with the whole world watching. The whole world's watching on the phone, and you know what? He got. It's actually very good. It's actually a very good show. And John Walker got discharged from the military and stripped as Captain America, and he still says, "I am Captain America." You know that Zemo escapes, but in episode 5, he goes willingly with the. He's going back to the. He's going to the raft. He's not going to Wakanda. He's going to the raft. It's a more security, high tech prison for the super criminals, and that's where Zemo's going, because Zemo's a very dangerous criminal. He's not your average criminal. Maybe human, but high intellect and very dangerous. Episode 5, Carly, leader of Smasher. She's gone really deep into stuff. She's almost at a point of no return. Episode 5 was more like episode 5. The John Walker got discharged. Episode 5, John Walker was approached by Madam Hydra, I guess, played by Elaine from Seinfeld. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, whatever. I think that's her name. She's gonna become U.S. agent. It looks like U.S. agent. This is more of a calm before the storm episode. Falcon was training with the Shield, and it looks like in episode 6, he's gonna become a Captain America. That's my prediction. He's gonna become Captain America. So 3 and 4 were action-packed episodes. 5 is more of a calm before the storm, because 6 is the season finale. I'm gonna say it's a series, not a series finale, because there's hints of possible season 2. And we'll see, man. It's tomorrow, and also Disney stuff, other Disney stuff, referring to the MCU. Let's see. Where did I have it here? Shang Chi trailer came out Monday. I was on RJ's first Marvel show talking about Shang Chi trailer. I really did like it. I mean, I don't know much about Shang Chi, so. Or is it Shang Chi? So I am gonna see it because I want to learn about it. I know his father is in the trailer is the Mandarin, right? The real Mandarin. He wants to takes over the is it the 10 rings, whatever. You know, Awkwafina's in it. The actor who's playing Shang-Chi is Canadian from Kim Convenience. If you watch Kim Convenience, you know that who he is. He's a very good actor. And that movie comes out in early September 3rd. And let's get to Secret Invasion stuff. Oh, is it? Yeah, Shang Chi. Okay, thank you. I know it was confusing. It was confusing, right? It was confusing at first. Like it was either Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is Shang-Chi. I think most people call it Shang-Chi because they're not, not sure. But you're correct. It is Shang-Chi. I think it's kind of a North American thing, right? In China, it's Shang-Chi, yeah. You're right. Secret Invasion cast two new cast members, Olivia Colman and Daenerys Targaryen herself Emila Clarke. Yes, Emila Clarke is going to be in Secret Invasion. You know that involves the Squalls, Nick Fury, Monica Rambeau. I don't know if Captain Marvel's going to be involved. Maybe Captain Marvel 2 should be involved. Definitely involved because that's her movie. I don't know if she's going to be involved in Secret Invasion. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't sound like it. But Emila Clarke is a huge get. I would say her movie career hasn't really been that good. She's been in some solid movies, but she's been in a lot of blockbuster movies. Emila Clarke. Yeah, you know what? I do think you're right. I do think you're right, though. I think it is Shang Chi. Emila Clarke, I don't know what roles, because I don't know much of the Squalls and stuff. She'll be like RJ said, she'll be the Queen. I forgot what Squall Queen or something. I don't know. I don't know what Olivia Colman's gonna play, but Emila Clarke, we know from Game of Thrones fame. She's in Terminator. It wasn't a very good movie, but she was in Terminator. She was in Solo. Right? Now she's going to be in the Squalls. This is a TV series, guys. TV series. And so some news, other Disney news, I didn't put in my description. Hawkeye has wrapped up filming with Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. She hasn't been in a lot of good movies either, man. She's been in her movie career hasn't been that good. Like she's been in some notable franchises like Terminator and Star Wars, and she's going to this. But this is MCU, and you know. The fire, yeah, the dragons and stuff. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know. MCU. But this is MCU. They'll do it right because, like I said, seconds ago, her movie career has not been good. I think there's talk about Spectacular Spider-Man continue starting over again, and Wolverine X-Men, the Avengers. Yeah, I agree there. Wolverine X-Men. I'm surprised it canceled. That was a good movie, good TV show too. I don't know. It had like one season, right? Wolverine X-Men had like 1 or 2 seasons. That's it. And I'm gonna talk about this. Like, there's reports maybe Zack Snyder at DCU. Not the DC, MCU. Kevin Feige wants Zack Snyder to possibly produce Ghost Rider. Well, I'll say this. I think they'll do better treating Zack Snyder. I just don't think. Yeah, I remember. Spectacular Spider-Man was good. Yeah, and it was good. I don't know when to cancel those shows, but I don't think Zack Snyder's formula works for the MCU. Because Zack Snyder tends to do rated R movies. And he's lost slow motions. His formula does not work for the MCU. My opinion, it doesn't work for the MCU. His style of directing. And here's the thing about MCU. Well, it's good. The morale, the storytelling, every director is working well with each other, so to make sure the stories work well with each other to a point where the Avengers movies come out, because every movie basically in the MCU connects to an Avenger movie with the different Infinity Stones. Like the Infinity Stones, probably each of the Infinity Stones, or in some way, was probably in what, like more than half of the movies. So every director has some form of Infinity Stone in it, where it's from the Power Stone, Time Stone, whatever. You have to work together to make sure it fits with the Avengers movies. So while it's not like Warner Brothers, where it's dysfunctional, MCU is more non-dysfunctional, but you still have to work with each other. And Kevin Feige does a good job of making sure the directors, the cast, whatever, production function well together, and they don't interfere like Warner Brothers does. The only thing they make sure is that they all connect in some way that makes sense, which Warner Brothers doesn't. So that's the only way but I think if they ever get Zack Snyder, I think Zack Snyder will be happy there because they treat you better there. And so let's talk about Warner Brothers. So I saw the Flash teaser with the logo and the theme music. Look, I know people are up in arms about it. A lot of people are like some people are like, restore the Snyderverse. Like, why didn't have the theme music from the Snyder Justice League? I'm like, you really think they're gonna do that? I'm like, you think they're gonna put the theme music from the Snyderverse in that teaser? By the way, it's just a 10-second teaser, man. And it's a different universe, man. I mean, it's a different Snyder universe. And look, I want the Snyderverse to continue. I'd love to see this Justice League 2 and 3. I don't think it's gonna happen. I hope I'm wrong. Hope I'm wrong. But and look, it's just a Flash teaser logo and a little bit of theme music. It doesn't mean anything. They just started filming. And guys, there's a lot of people that are not hyped about the Flash movie because of the Snyderverse stuff. I'm like, guys, I'm gonna say this. Me? You haven't seen a trailer yet. You haven't seen pictures yet. Why are you judging a movie before you've seen anything? Yes, it's not part of the Snyderverse, but don't judge the movie based on your love for Snyderverse. I know a lot of people have to separate your love for something, for passion for something. Okay, just separate it for this. That's what I'm gonna do. Hey, who knows? I might like the movie. Look. Warner Brothers movies, ever since 2017, I liked Aquaman. I like Shazam. I did not see Birds of Prey. Their movies haven't been that bad. And they're away from the Snyderverse. Who knows? This Flash movie could be good. Never seen anything from it. Don't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I forgot to mention this. I know. In Disney and MCU, She-Hulk is going into production to start production. It's dangerous. I mean, guys, you don't know the movie might end up turning out good. We don't know what the story is. We don't know who Reverse Flash is. And it made $1 billion, right? Remember, Aquaman made $1 billion. I think it was the only Warner Brothers movie that made $1 billion. Yeah, me too, man. Look, The Flash has a good director. If you watch the It movies, 1 and 2, they were very good. They have a good director. Yes, there's a lot of interference involved, but from Warner Brothers likes to get involved and stuff. But he has a very good director. We'll see it. Let's see they're filming. We probably won't see a trailer for at least half a year. Maybe the fall or winter this year. And also we got Lucy Liu. Lucy Liu to be in Shazam 2 as the goddess Calypso. And I know like a week ago some people had issue with her, like I was checking on Twitter, but she's not Greek. I'm like, yeah, she's not Greek, but she's a goddess. Who cares? I'm like, who cares, man? It is this. Who cares, really? And I remember Calypso's a goddess. Do you remember Pirates of the Caribbean, guys? You remember Pirates of the Caribbean? Remember who Davy Jones is in love with, right? Davy Jones was in love with the witch, right? But you know the witch was? The witch was Calypso, the African-American actress. The witch, right? That was who Davy Jones is in love with. That was Calypso, the goddess of the sea. guess what? She was African American. You don't see a problem there. Nobody had an issue with that. But I have an issue with Lucy Liu being Calypso. And by the way, their name is spelled a little differently. Lucy Liu's Calypso spelled with a K. Hers, I don't know the actress was in Pirates of the Caribbean. Here was the C. If you remember that. In Pirates of the Caribbean, Calypso was African American. She was the witch, remember? That Davy Jones is in love with. You know the. They made giant size, remember? She was the witch. And that's the goddess Calypso. And she was African American. Some people have to realize stop being old fashioned and out with the old and with the new. Things are changing, man. Things have been changing. Be open. Don't be closed-minded, guys. Be open-minded. Don't be closed-minded. But she's gonna be a villain with Helen Mirren's character, Vesper, I think it is, who's also a villain. And let's get to Warner Brothers again. Another thing. There's 2 more things in Warner Brothers. Mortal Kombat comes out tomorrow, so I'm going to be busy watching the season finale of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I'm going to watch Mortal Kombat tomorrow. I did see the 7-minute opening that they showed on YouTube. Loved it. So Scorpion, but not Scorpion yet. They showed his family. They showed Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero and his clan, and Lin Kai. I forgot what it's called. Lin Kai or Lin Kai, I think it was, murdering his family. And you see that pic. You see when Scorpion comes back, hears the screams, drops the barrels where the water is. The water's dripping out of the small barrels or pails, whatever pails. Comes back. You see his wife holding his son all frozen outside, and then you see members of the Lin Kai try to attack Scorpion, and then destroys them all. Bloody and gory. I like that, man. It's great, man. That's how Mortal Kombat should be. Bloody and gory, man. And then you see him approach Sub-Zero, Bihan, I think his name is Bihan. And that's where it ends. 7 minutes is very good. That's the opening of the movie. So this is going to explain the story between Sub-Zero and Scorpion. That's going to evolve later on to the movie when Scorpion sells his soul, right? And it becomes just like Sub-Zero with the same kind of costume, but with the yellow instead of blue. And they're building up Sub-Zero to be the main villain here. That's what it looks like. But I like to have some storylines for other characters. That's a good idea. I like this, man. I like this. Yeah. I like that. I think that's attention, man. We get more people to watch it. Also, if you're a horror fan or a James Wan fan, The Conjuring 3 trailer just dropped today. I'm gonna try to find it for you guys. I mean, I like Conjuring. I'm gonna try to find it for you guys, okay? I swear I saw it here. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna show you it. Can't put sound, guys. You know that. Otherwise, I got hit with a copyright strike. Let's make it bigger. It's actually pretty long. It's like 3 minutes. So that's Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It trailer that just came out today. I like the Conjuring movies 1 and 2. I really like 1 more than 2, but 2 had the nun, right? The nun, Valak, and the nun had her own movie with, unfortunately, the right. I really do like the. I'm gonna watch this movie. The Devil Made Me. You got good actors, Patrick. Oh my God, Patrick Wilson. Remember his Orn in Aquaman, Vern Farmiga from Godzilla. She's gonna be in it. I think her sister was in The Nun. This is part of the Conjuring series. I had The Nun, Annabelle, all those Annabelle movies, and The Conjuring is the main plot, directed by James Wan. Also did Insidious, ironically, with Patrick Wilson. I'm really looking forward to this movie. It's on HBO Max. For me, it's not on HBO Max. I'll have to watch it because I'm in Canada, so I don't get HBO Max. What else is there? Okay. I want to see. There might be more IGN news. I'm not going to talk about the AT&T stuff. Okay, there's nothing. You know what movie you guys should check out on Netflix if you haven't seen it? It's very fun. Love and Monsters, starring Dylan O'Brien, Michael Booker, and Jessica Henwick. It's a movie in a post-apocalypse era where 95% of the human population has been wiped out. What happened was an asteroid, I'm just basically premise, an asteroid was headed for Earth, and so what Earth did was send rockets to destroy the asteroid. Unfortunately, the radiation from the rockets kind of contaminated insects and amphibians, growing and mutating the insects into bigger, much bigger size in amphibians, where they become more man-eating monsters, man-eating insects. So they started eating humans, 95% of the population. So the 95%, the humans, the rest of the humans on Earth had to live in colonies underground, away from the insects. And yeah, that's just basically post-apocalyptic. It's kind of like Fall in a sense. It's a good movie, fun movie starring Dylan O'Brien, Michael Booker, Jessica Henwick. It's a fun movie. Go check it out. Netflix. It's on Netflix. It's very fun. So what else is there? Let's cast Indiana Jones. So Indiana Jones cast 2 actors the past 2 weeks: Mads Mikkelsen and Phoebe Waller-Bridge. And yeah, there's a lot of people complaining about Phoebe Waller-Bridge because she's gonna replace Indy. And you know those people are. It's FM people. You know who they are. And I'm like, she's just been cast. You don't know what role she's gonna be. And what's wrong with her being a woman? She could be his granddaughter. She could be a student. She could be a villain. We don't know. We don't know what role she is. And these people are up in arms about it. But she was just announced. It doesn't mean anything. She was just announced at the time. Announced. Keyword announced. And they're already making videos about how she's gonna ruin Indiana Jones. They're gonna ruin Indiana Jones by hiring her. Based on what evidence? Can you see in the crystal ball that this actress ruined Indiana Jones? Can you see in the future? Guys, and Harrison Ford is like 80 years old, guys. He's no young spring chicken right now. We don't know what role this woman's playing, man. Mads Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen. Now this guy's been like in every franchise. I think he's been in James Bond. Been in James Bond. Damn it, phone, stop. He's been in James Bond. He's been in Star Wars, MCU, universe, Hannibal. This guy's been like in every universe. Now he's joined the Indiana Jones franchise. And I'm convinced, unlike Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I'm convinced he's going to play the villain. I think everybody thinks he's going to play the villain. And I do think he's going to play the villain. Indiana Jones 5. It's a good casting too. He's a good actor. I'm excited to see what you can do. I mean, I don't know if Indiana Jones 5 was needed, because I'm seeing what Harrison Ford could do at his age of 80 in the movie, in the Indiana Jones movie. I don't know if he could. I don't think he could do the stunts like he once did in the 80s. But we'll see what we can do, man. Because I'm gonna. Yeah, Indiana Jones. Man, we'll see, right, guys? We'll see Indiana Jones how that does. And what else? Okay, 2 more things, and then may talk about 1 more thing. So Sony Disney made a deal, right? So Spider-Man will eventually come to Disney Plus. I thought Spider-Man was on Disney Plus, but it's not. The Homecoming series. Nope. So, deal with Netflix. After Netflix, it will come onto Disney Plus. Sony movies will go onto Netflix, and once it's off Netflix, it will go onto Disney Plus. So the Spider-Man movies will come off of Netflix. When Spider-Man movies are off, or Sony movies are off Netflix, they'll go onto They're going to Disney Plus. I like that, especially for Spider-Man franchises. The Sony, so that means Venom, eventually Morbius, Spider-Man, Homecoming, and the other Spider-Man movies, and Spider-Man into the Spideyverse. Now they're gonna make a Spider-Man into the Spideyverse 2, which of course they should have, because that movie is very successful and very well liked. And some people even say it's the best Spider-Man movie out there, even though technically it's not. It's a different kind of Spider-Man movie, but people still say it's the best Spider-Man movie out there. This is huge, guys. Streaming services are getting bigger and bigger year by year, man. And Army of Dead trailer by Zack Snyder for Netflix. This movie comes out on May 21st. I watched the trailer. Really loved it. I liked the trailer. I'm gonna watch it. It looks fun. Scorpion's in the movie. The actor who plays Scorpion's in the movie, not Scorpion himself. He's in the movie. Batista, former WWE champion, Evolution member. Batista, Drax the Destroyer. If you're a wrestling fan, you know Batista. Sebastian Stan wants to play Ric Flair apparently. So, wrestling cinematic universe. Let's make it happen. Who else? Tia Nago. If she's in Star Wars, she's in it. The actor who made Fear the Walking Dead, I forgot his name. Spoiler alert: he was killed off a couple weeks ago. He's gonna be in it. So he's gonna be in another zombie movie. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I don't know. It's a zombie movie. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna look forward to it, man. Hopefully there's sequels, man. I think here I forgot to put this down. Hopefully there's sequels. It's gonna look fun, guys. I mean, I would have guessed on, but I have to do something in like 10 to 15 minutes, because I gotta listen to a friend. I gotta listen to a friend's show in about 10 to 15 minutes on YouTube. But I think that's all the topics I have in the description here. Usually somebody's a lot of topics to talk about here because I didn't do a show last week. Usually this would be shorter videos. It's probably been 30 minutes if I didn't talk about it. But okay. So I'm gonna talk about video games, man. Video games. Oh, I'm getting a new headset, by the way. New headset. My headset I use for going on to some friends' streams when they invite me on. It's very old, so I'm getting a new headset. It's coming in next week, Monday. I'll show you guys the headset. It's gonna look awesome. So video games. I downloaded MLB The Show for Xbox users. MLB The Show. If you're a baseball fan and you love MLB The Show, it's free on Game Pass for the Xbox users. No payment necessary. You don't have to pay the $80 or $70-$80 for it. It's free on Game Pass. Free on Game Pass. Now I'm disappointed as Lego Skywalker Saga video game Lego is gonna be delayed indefinitely. We don't know the date. A little bit disappointed. Left 4 Blood is gonna be delayed to September, October, but in 8 days, I'm getting Pokemon Snap for the Switch. Hey, Perky Lemons, how are you doing, man? In 8 days, I'm getting the Switch. Yeah, man, it's very good too, isn't it? Yo, nerdy thing, it's a very good game on the Xbox. It looks so good on it, man. On the next gen, it's very good. Go to the show franchise mode. You create your own stadium. And yeah. Pokemon Snap. I'm getting in 8 days for the Switch. Pokemon, and I'm getting 2 more Switch games: Mario Golf, and what's the other game? Zelda. But I'll probably end up getting more games in between. I gotta look. I have a PlayStation 5, but it's digital. It's not disc, so I only could download games on PS5. But on Xbox Series X, it's disc and digital. And the Switch is distant, digital. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And also, I think I told you guys, I did order McFarlane Justice League toys. I showed you videos ago, I have the McFarlane toys here. Of Batman and Joker from Arkham Asylum, the 2009 video game. Launch off one of the most successful Batman video game series out there. And I also pre-ordered some Justice League Funko Pops. Darkseid, Superman, and Dayside. Yeah, Dayside. And there's a Wonder Woman one, but I didn't like that one. But I think I'll get more toys and Funko Pops. Right now, I gotta focus on video games. Right now, I gotta see what I want more than whatever. And right now, video games, say Pokemon Snap. That's my focus in 8 days. So next Friday, I'm getting Pokemon Snap. And also, House of the Dead for the Switch. House of the Dead. I used to play that game all the time in the arcade, man. House of the Dead. And the Turtles Revenge of the Shredder for the Switch? Yep. Thumbs up. FIFA has a new cover athlete. WWE 2K22 is coming out this year. We haven't really seen anything. They're talking about returning GM mode. I gotta hope it's much better than 2K20. They had a year off to fix the problems. We have a bit of a reset, right? Hopefully it's good. 2K22. Because 2K20 was not a good game. And comic books? Oh no, I have comic books here. But you know what? I can't show them to you guys. Yeah, I have Pokemon cards. You want to see my Pokemon cards? Here, I have Pokemon cards. Boldor. And Time Pole. And here's another one. I gotta put these cards away. Makuhita. And I got some other cards here. Not Pokemon, but sports cards. I do collect sport cards still, a lot. I have a lot of sports cards. Look at this card. Jonas Cespedes when he was in Oakland A, man. Oh, these cards are old. These cards, in this bag, these cards are like Dominic Brown. Yeah, for the Phillies. I remember Dominic Brown. Look how old these cards are. I mean, really, really old. I have a lot of baseball cards. I have a lot of baseball cards from 10 years ago, 20 years ago, even 30 years ago. I'm not lying, man. I wish I could show you all of them, but it's gonna, you know, if I could show you all my baseball cards that I have, it would take me like hours and hours. And yeah, okay, so I guess that's my show. And if you're a wrestling fan, like, okay, before I go, I am doing a sports show Saturday, Why We Love Sports, episode 23. I'm going to talk about, like, I usually don't talk about soccer, football, because I don't know much about. I mean, like, I like playing the FIFA games. I like playing soccer, but know a little bit. I'm talking about the rise and the quick fall of the Super League. I'm going to talk about NFL draft, my thoughts, what's going to happen. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, you might have some cards that are worth something. Yeah, I'm like you too, man. I have a tub. Yeah, you might have some that are worth stuff, man. You might have some cards that are worth something, because. So yeah, Saturday talking about the Super League, the Marvel Sports, the rise and fall, the quick fall of the Super League. NFL draft stuff. Talk about my thoughts, because that's very close. That's next Thursday's NFL draft. I'm going to talk about NBA and NHL playoff races. We're getting close to the end of the season. Baseball early season thoughts. It's still early. I'm going to talk about my sport in my country, CFL, Canadian Football League. What the plans are. They have delayed the season to August, hopefully. Yeah, I do too. I have a tub full of sports cards and a tub tub full of not Pokemon cards, comic books. That's at 3 p.m. not 2 p.m. And on Monday it's all about wrestling. I'm gonna talk about whatever news happens in the wrestling world, and a weekly review of Raw, NXT, AEW Dynamite, and SmackDown. I mean, Raw and SmackDown have not been good. This Raw has not been good. But I really did enjoy NXT and AEW. I'll be talking about that and whatever wrestling news there is. That's next Monday, 3 p.m. And you don't never know. I might do a video game streams in between when I have nothing to do. When I have some free time, I might do some video games streams in between. I mean, I did. There's this video. I have a video of me playing DC Universe Online. The new DC DLC came out. The download content based on Flashpoint. I showed you an alert mission taking on Aquaman from the Flashpoint Aquaman, Queen Diana, and then Reverse Flash. Check it out. It's right there. Check it out. It's only about. I trimmed it from a full stream to about 18 minutes. So check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. Check it out. So yeah, I'll be doing streams like that. I'll be streaming video games on here from time to time. And I do make videos sometimes. And my last video is about the releases of WWE. So check it out if you want. Yeah. So overall, Saturday I have a show, 3 p.m. Mondays I have a show, 3 p.m. Saturday sports, Mondays wrestling, and in between I'll be streaming video games when I have time, and I'll be making videos in between, and I'll be on other people's shows. And that's about it. And this is how I feel about you guys before I go. Thank you for listening. This is how I feel about you guys.
Too sweet. Sweet. Too sweet. Too sweet.
So yeah, so thanks for listening. Hope to see you Saturday, and take care, everybody.